Chapter 3. Sri Sadguru said, that noble-minded Vaishnava who regards the wife of another man as his mother undoubtedly becomes the pathfinder of the entire world. He who goes in search of the Brahman with celibacy meets him face to face. Brahmacharya is the best of all dharma. It is the best of all forms of penance. It is the best of yoga. It is the best of vows. Japa, yoga, penance, homa, learning Vedanta, all these become fruitless in case of one who does not adhere to celibacy strictly. Only the strength of celibacy turns a yogi into an urdhvaretas. Getting Krishna darshan becomes impossible for one who is not an urdhvaretas. Hence, those who continue as celebrates, those who long to attain moksha, and those who have accepted the Vanaprastha ashram, spending the rest of the life in the forest with the mind centered on Brahman, should guard their brahmacharya zealously. Even a householder who has considerable control over senses and hence adopts continence and who meditates on Lord Jagannatha can get darshan of Sri Krishna. Men attain long life, health, physical well-being, happiness, strength, intelligence and siddhi only with the help of brahmacharya. There was a yogini named Bhairavi Brahmani who was a Vaishnavite endowed with an unwavering mind and strict control over her senses. The noble lady, who was an equal to the great Gargi and who had learning and eternal transcendental truth as the only goal of her life, renounced the world and took to sannyasa. She worshipped Lord Sri Rama with great motherly affection and bhakti. One night she slipped into slumber unconsciously while she was lamenting over her separation from Lord Sri Rama and she could not get his darshan. That night Sri Rama, the merciful, appeared in her dreams in the form of Sri Ramakrishna. From that day she started in search of Ramakrishna, thinking, who is this divine personality? Where is he? No doubt he is Sri Rama himself, and finally reached Dakshineshwaram. There she saw Sri Ramakrishna gathering flowers in a beautiful garden, singing in praise of Lord Sri Hari. The old woman embraced Sri Ramakrishna out of motherly love with the words, "Come, my dear child, you are welcome." She kept the child, Sri Ramakrishna, on her lap and fondled him as her son and kissed him out of affection. Sri Ramakrishna, moved by her love and affection, played with her happily and gave her serene pleasure. She was an adept in all Shastras, established in the assembly of learned men that Sri Ramakrishna was Brahman himself. Even then, Ramakrishna played with her all the time, unaware of his divinity. Bhairavi Brahmani took care of his physical form and its welfare whenever Ramakrishna became unconscious due to deep devotion and reached the state of samadhi in the course of transcendental meditation. It thus appeared that Bhairavi Brahmani was created only to safeguard and feed the yogi Sri Ramakrishna. The foolish and those who were interested in gossiping talked ill of Ramakrishna and said he was worshipping Brahman following the Vamachara tenets. The good-natured and pious Ramakrishna considered all women as mothers and moved with them only with that idea. The wicked who follow the Vamachara perform puja to Parashakti, offering her wine, flesh, pearls, etc., along with mantras. They fall into hell, performing the evil and dark-sighted hatred and dreadful act. How can one reach the blemishes and eternal all? How can one reach the blemishless and the eternal Almighty following this path? One who does not get out of the black evil path cannot reach the eternal abode of the Lord. Let the foolish continue to tread the thorny, misleading, wrong road. Let us reach the Almighty through the righteous path. Thus, the universal preceptor and great yogi, Sri Ramakrishna, with his kindness, drew to him all those who were marching on the unrighteous path and imparted true knowledge to them. The righteous ones have to learn the unquestionable and lofty doctrines of Sri Ramakrishna and do Hari Bhajan uninterruptedly. Undoubtedly, Lord Krishna cannot be sought in any other way in this Kali Yuga. The Lord's glory has to be sung with ahimsa, satya, and brahmacharya. Thus ends chapter 3, entitled Sri Ramakrishna Charitam 2 of Book 10 of Sri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal.